Morning and welcome to Friday Morning Qigong with Danielle and Stella. And let's get straight into doing a shake. That's where we like to start. And as always, just a bit of a random, loose shake any way you want to. Shake, let your body inform the shape. We've got shoulders and neck that are really wanting to just loosen up. So shaking in a way that just allows the bits of you that want to loosen up, just to loosen up. No rules, no shaking rules. And most importantly, let it feel really good. Or look for the things that feel good. Nice to go a little bit internal and just feel into what needs a bit of attention. And I want to bring in some of the elements, but let's just get the shaking a little bit more connected and a little bit more refined and a bit more traditional. So letting your feet become heavy and grounding you down into earth, and let the bounce just become gentle, more sort of directional up and down. Feel the knees are soft, letting the arms be long and heavy. Whole body awareness. So in our pre-class chat today, a couple of things came up around lungs and digestion. So let's bring in the metal element, metal being the elements associated with large intestine and lungs. And let's picture ourselves being in this cave. This cave, it's like well, let it be as big as you want, but in your imagination, just see this cave all around. We're right in the center of it. And the cave is a crystal cave. And somehow, even though we are deep within the earth, we can see the light of the crystals. Let those crystals be whatever color you want them to be. I think I've got this sort of rose quartz thing going on. And let's bring in the water element. And bring it in any way that just comes naturally. So maybe you can see the walls of the cave glistening. Maybe there's an underground river flowing. or a still on the little underground pool. Let it arise naturally. And let's really acknowledge the earth, the soil, that even though we are in this cave, there is still soil, there is still earth. And taking that in and smelling the richness of the earth and letting the earth be damp and fed by the water. And this cave is healthy, free of any pathogens, bacteria, any low vibrating energies. It is a sanctuary. It is a calm and serene holding. Let's consciously breathe all of that in. So breathing in the chi of the water, of the earth, and of the crystals. Maybe you see that as light. Maybe you see that as just a vapor. However you see it, just imagine that you're breathing it in. All of the healing properties of those elements coming in, filling your lungs, breathing it in, down through your airways, into your lungs. And breathing out anything that is being held in your lungs and in your airways, such as emotion or any bacteria or anything that's going on in the airways and the lungs, breathing it out as a dark vapor. And if it feels good for you to breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth, do that. Otherwise, just in and out of the nose. And sometimes it's helpful to say the word release. Just in your mind or out loud. Having a sense of surrender. Letting go. It's a visceral feeling, this letting go, surrendering. So in my system, I can feel a more vigorous shake arising. Just allowing whatever feels right in your system. Staying in your body. Just open my eyes. Staying in the environment, staying grounded. And we're going to keep going for another couple of minutes, and can either stay with just the lungs and the upper chest or bring that right down into the large intestine as well. I'm imagining breathing in all of that through my skin, into my large intestine, front and back and sides. Sense of surrender and release again. My system, it feels like it's kind of rising up and coming out of my mouth. Keep going for a little bit longer and just reconnecting with the visual, with the felt sense of the metal, the water and the earth. This last half a minute, just noticed that my toes were very scrunched up, sort of tense and holding, but relaxing the feet. And just starting to let that slow down. Before coming to a stop. And to go straight into some spine twisting. Let's focus on the chest and the rib cage. Just keeping it nice and gentle. This idea that the lungs are getting a really lovely massage in the twist. They're getting this really lovely, I can imagine, this gentle kind of ringing, where any stagnant chi, anything held that's not required, anything that's really impacting on our wellness, just gently being squeezed out. Let's bring our awareness down into the abdomen. Same thing, large intestine. Just imagining that it's getting this gentle massage, this gentle squeezing. Okay, couple more twists. Then we're going to let that come to a stop. Making a loose fist. Let's come into the lung and large intestine meridians. Really noticing thumb, forefinger. The other side. And just feeling into how hard your body wants that. Might just need a bit of a gentle tap. Feels like it's quite a full-on thing for my system this morning. Let's do a bit of sweeping up and down the arm. Sweeping down, that feels good too. Other side, up and down. Shake. Great, just a gentle tap through the upper chest. Oh, there's some good burps coming out. And down into the lungs a bit more. Lungs at the back. Sides. Great, nice little gentle tap around the large intestine. So coming up the right, cross down the left. Do that at the back as well. It's a bit of a feat of coordination. Sides. Do a bit of a sweep around there. Oh, feels good. Great. Oh. Let's come into standing with all of that. So let's set ourselves up really well for a good stand, spreading toes, spreading feet, opening up through bubbling springs. Let's soften the ankles, soften the knees. It's really important to get the width of your stance right so that it feels like you have a very supportive foundation. Let's tuck in the sacrum a little bit, lengthen up through the spine, crown of the head going up, feet coming down, sinking into earth, reaching up into the cosmos. The hands relax, wrists soften, elbows soften, armpits soften, shoulders soften. Let's locate ourselves back in the crystal cave. Noticing if anything has changed. Noticing the crystals. Noticing the water on the crystals. Noticing the river or the pond, pool. And noticing earth, the soil. Surrendering to force of the elements, power of the elements. There's nothing to be done here but be and receive, opening up to receive. And allowing yourself to become one with the elements. Body dissolves into the field of water. Your body is so much water anyway, so it's not a big leap to become one with this continual field of water. Let yourself merge and blend with the soil and with the crystals. Staying present, acknowledging the stillness. Relaxing into the observer, into your consciousness. Surrendering, allowing the elements to bring health, to release the stagnations, to release the emotion. Every cell in your body is a receptor. Let it receive, achieve the healing power of the elements. So we're going to go very gently into some sound. The sound we're going to make is for the lungs. She, I. So let's scoop up from the soil, from the crystal, from the water. So scooping up, breathing in, coming up to the lungs. And again, scooping up. Letting the sound reverberate and resonate in the lungs. Time. This time, letting the reverberation come into the large intestine as well. And again. And then last time. Standing. Just noticing the resonance in the lung and the large intestine. And taking the hands out to the sides, let's gather in to the lungs, opening up, gathering in. Gathering in elements. And let's see if you can breathe in as you gather in and out. As the hands come down, sense of release. Drawing in, letting go. Let's include large intestine in our awareness. And keep going, staying soft in the shoulders and the neck. Allowing the form to morph into a more kind of creative, spontaneous, individual, expressive form. So letting the chi in your body inform the movements. Allowing it to just move in a way that supports more health. And let's do two more forms. I just want to keep going. I'm going to do one more because it feels so good. And then let's come into a final standing posture. Let's reconnect with all of those beautiful images in the cave. Crystals, the water, soil. And just allowing chi to settle back into the dantians. Really getting a sense of the lower dantian. Let's just consciously end the practice. Back to movement, coming out of the posture.